Combat Warriors is one of the greatest battle simulation games available on Roblox. If you are searching for a battle royale simulator game, this is a great game to check out. However, it looks like that many beginners lack the necessary tips and tricks to defeat their opponents. In this video, we are going to give you some advice on how to become pro at Roblox Combat Warriors. Let's get started. Practice and improve your gameplay. The first and most important advice is to practice the game to become a pro. The most critical step in learning a game, regardless of the platform it is played on, it is practicing the game mechanics and possible scenarios. Knowing what to practice is also important if you don't want to spend time on foolish activities. It's necessary to practice how to work around the map, when to parry, when to strike, and when not to, how to escape using all the tools at your disposal, and which utilities to use when. Making the most of the beginner server is another option to level up in Combat Warriors. You can level up quickly here between 20 and 30. Normally, if you are level 15 or under, this will only function, so be careful not to leave the beginner servers while leveling. To that end, you can use tools like the kunai, C4, bear trap, frag grenade, and ghost potion whilst playing Roblox Combat Warriors. For example, a ghost potion can temporarily make you invincible so that you can strike other Combat Warriors players. So make sure you use these priceless in-game resources. Increase and improve your in-game movement. Combat Warriors have different mobility tools, including running, dashing, sliding, rolling, leaping, and a particular maneuver called super jumping. Moving around a lot helps you get into or out of confrontations and creates opportunities for you to blow an opponent. As sprinting and sliding both use a resource called stamina, you should always conserve your stamina for sliding instead of sprinting, as sliding is more important for escaping. Dashes and rolls can be used to sneak up on targets quickly. A player with the mixtures of all these tools may flee from battles and re-enter just in time to launch an attack. You can leap and slide for additional momentum. To stay centered where you want to be, the camera movement is also important. Use different utilities to surprise opponents. To become a professional at this game, you must hold utility, which is another important component. 3 slots in the utility kit may hold different items for both offensive and defense. Most players agree that the greatest tool combinations is kunais, C4, and other ghost potion or bandages. Use any utility you have, since you'll need to grind for all of these as they are not available by default. Utility is helpful for both farming experience points and earning kills. To get the upper hand, lob, C4, and frag grenades at a group of enemies. Avoid entering debug mode on large servers. Enabling debug mode in Combat Warriors gives you the opportunity to identify and understand hitboxes better. To find this setting, you can look for a gear symbol on the right side of your screen. The settings list's debug mode will be the last item. You can test out different weapons using these options to detect their complete field of impact. And also, moving towards huge servers with plenty of players is a common error that many players make. Watch out for farm accounts on these servers that are mostly camping. The best thing is to prevent them if you are playing Combat Warriors on your Windows PC because they will cause slowness. Don't repeat the same strategy. You will make some poor choices, which is why you should remain aware of it. You can study your own error so you can prevent them in future contests, so that you can also pick the proper defense against your enemies in the future. Even though it might look obvious, it is important to avoid approaching opponents while playing. They will parry your attack if you do this. In Roblox Combat Warriors, it's also a good tactic to do any type of mobility, such as sprinting, leaping, or rolling, as it might be helpful to you. This thing prevents other players from using weapons like a kunai or a frag grenade to harm you. Being stable is the worst thing you can do in multiplayer games like Combat Warriors. Your opponents will always be able to counter you if they can read your actions. You should use a variety of assaults and utility items while attacking them from different angles. Therefore, it will be tougher for your enemies to understand your battle strategy. With that being said, it's time to end our today's video. Press the like button and subscribe to our channel for more interesting stuff.